And we're back for the Halloween video where we just left off with the other video. So let's crack into this. I'm the captain, Captain's Toy Reviews, and this is part of the spooky Spooktoberfest. I shot a video before. I was sick. It didn't go well. I stopped. So we're going to get right into it today, and we're going to look at a bunch of stuff. So let's kick it off with Toonie Terrors, Victor Crowley. I'll take a little sip here. This is from the movie Hatchet. I believe there's 4 in the line. Hatchet 1, 2, 3, and then Victor Crowley. Standalone name. Victor Crowley is played by Hayne Cotter. Or Hayne Cotter. Wow. The water's kicking already. Kane Hodder. Which ironically, he also plays his own father in there. So it's like an Inception, you know. They're great films, great special effects, good humor, a lot of horror icon guest appearances. You should really check them out. They're on a lot of streaming. Really good special effects. Some brutal shit. So look at him. Nice little slit down the face there. He's definitely a wild hillbilly. Look at that rip right down the back there. I don't have a lot of Toonie Terrors. I have 3 of them. There are other ones I want to get. I'd like to get the Season of the Witch, Halloween 3s. I'd like to get the Jaws with Quint. I would like to get the American Werewolf in London, the Friend with a zombie face specifically. The only 3 I have are Victor Crowley, Elvira, and this one, My Bloody Valentine, which is another cool one. He's on a little stand because his feet are close together, and he could be a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. But he's a cool one. They're, you know, the Scooby-Doo style. There's a lot. They keep pumping them out. Svengoolie is like the newest one they announced during Neca's 31 days of announcements, which they have the Misfits announcement in there, which is the only teaser out of all of them. You either get a silhouette or a picture of what you're getting. The Misfits was just a gravestone. So apparently within the Misfits groups, Glenn was talking about toys being made. Everybody thought it was going to be Super 7. Turns out it's probably going to be NECA. Which, you know, we're going to get an Ultimate Crimson Ghost line, even though we have the retro cloth ones. But yeah, I'll get my hands on some Glenn action. Hopefully he comes with a brick or 2. Not the biggest fan of the Toonie Terror lines, but I had to get those ones. They're unique. They're 2 movies I love, so why not get them? But to continue along the line with those, I also have the NECA retro cloth. Victor Crowley himself, too. Sculpt is great on him. He has this crazy tuft of hair. Weird spinal. There's blood all over his arms. Blood on his other arm. Belt sander covered in blood. And he's pretty big. I'd say he's about 9 inches. Maybe 8 or 9. Bigger than your typical 6-inch figure. Really cool. I love the retro cloth line. I have quite a few of them. I sold all my Jasons and Freddys that I had from when they first came out. The only 2 that I kept, one of the original releases I kept was the Roy Burns, because at the time it was the only Roy Burns figure. And then I acquired the Lady of the Lake not too long down the road, which is the like zombie Pamela Voorhees. But I have a lot of Migos and stuff. I also have the other 2. I have the Halloween Part 2, blood with the blood tear head retro cloth, and I also have the Halloween 2018 one. I have the Halloween Kills NECA Ultimate Jason, and then the Migos. I just have Migos. Oh, I have the NECA Christmas Crimson Ghost because he was too goofy not to get. But there's a Reanimator that I see here and there. I was going to get the Scream, but I got the Ultimate Scream, and to be honest, I really like the Ultimate Scream better, so I'm hard-pressed to go otherwise. I love the Migos. I just love the retro cloth. I've built up quite a collection. I got the Toxic Avenger down there because that's one of my favorite films. I also have the Toxic Avenger now playing line, autographed by Lloyd Kaufman when I met him, down in the bottom of the Curiosities. And In Mego, I have a bunch, so we're going to continue on from there. Next, and I'm going to be brutal with this review, so I'm going to tell you the things I like and things I don't like. Love the Toonie Terrors. He gives me no freaking problems. The Victor Crowley. He's tough. Sometimes I gotta lean him back a little bit. He tends to fall over. I never had any problems with Victor Crowley. Sometimes the other hand doesn't want to hold that belt sander, but one does, so I can't really complain. This one I'm gonna fucking complain about. And I'll tell you why. The My Bloody Valentine. Awesome. Great sculpt. Love him. Love the movie. Remake and the original. My only gripe with him, and this is the only time I think I've ever dealt with this with a NECA figure, is one other time one of the Jason's arm, the paint dried, they put on too thick with the arm bent, so you couldn't bend the arm. And I actually ended up buying another version of that one. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, because I'm going to do a Jason review of my stuff. I did sell them. Hopefully by the time the next video comes out, I replace him, because he actually is my favorite iteration of Jason. And the only sideshow, old school sideshow I ever owned was that, also that Jason, which I sold him. And so I won't say anything yet. If I don't get it by next video, I'll tell you what suit it is. If I do have them, then I will let you know. It's an older figure, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. I saw the MayFX Freddy, or Max FX, that Hot Wheels did, or whatever, Matchbox. And I sold him, and I got him super cheap years ago, and like now it's like a fucking whirlwind where everybody has to have their hands on him, and he's becoming a little bit harder. Not harder, but let's say a little bit more expensive. I think I paid $20 for him mint in box. So, and that was like 2011. And now I see it's like everybody's coveted thing. And there's also a knockoff toy called Nightmare Fetty. They just dropped the R for some reason. Nightmare Fetty. That was dirt cheap online. And I kick myself in the ass now because we used to just laugh about it. And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking buy that goofy thing. It's so fucking stupid. And now just research Nightmare Fetty. Pretty sure it's like a knockoff Japanese vinyl in a box or some shit. Boy, oh boy. He ain't the old $30 he used to be. So that's why I don't fucking have one. But let me give you my gripes about this cannibal coal miner, if you will. Even though he's not a fucking cannibal, he's just killing hearts and shit. I don't have him on a NECA stand. You're going to see a NECA stand in a little bit, what I'm talking about. But my shelf to the left has a shelf of horror toys. I should combine it all, but that's neither here nor there. I came down one morning to do a video, or a night, because I usually do them during the night. And he was on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I picked him up, and noticed his foot was broken off. It was this foot right here. If you can see, which you can't really tell. This one still has movement and all that. This is a solid piece. I'm not going to try and turn it because it's going to fucking break again. I glued it back. Had to super glue it. First time I ever had to deal with that with a NECA toy, ever. And I've been collecting NECA since they first came out. Glued it back on, put them back up, come down again, fallen over, foot broken again. The first time I just glued it in the joint to try and allow that movement still. The second time, this time, there is no joint anymore. That is just one solid fucking piece. Of course, he stands now. I don't have the issues, but just watch. He is top heavy. Only one of the feet gave me an issue. It was clearly that one every time. And of course, he bowled everything off the goddamn shelf that was over there. But I kind of have the same thing with the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. A couple times I've come down, he's been on the floor. But he didn't break. This fucker broke. I love him. He's great. I love the Retro Cloth line. A little bit shorter than Victor, but still a great figure. We're going to put him a little back because of his pickaxe, which the illusion is going to create him being taller than Victor because forced perspective. Hold on, let me get a little crack of water. Don't know what this is. Schwarzbier. It ain't going to fit. Okay, well, let's drink some German import for Oktoberfest. Tastes like Germany. Next, we're going to do something I was so excited about. when I saw them announce this, because this is one of my favorite movies. One day I'll pop out a Polaroid. There's actually a photo of me wearing one of these masks, 'cause my dad owned it. I was born in the 80s, at the end of the 80s, kind of, but enough to enjoy the stuff. And there are Toonie Terrors of these that I will get to. Is the NECA, excuse me, Season of the Witch 3-pack. Which I know they're dusty, but these are on the NECA stands. I actually bought the NECA stands from Target because you can buy them, I don't know what it was, like a set of 20 or something like that for $10 or something like that. Maybe they've gone up. I don't know what they are nowadays, but yeah, see, a little dusty there. That's the Witch. The pack is great. It comes with the regular heads, comes with the TV with the Shoulder Shamrock in there, comes with the maggot heads. They come with trick-or-treat bag things, I believe. I didn't put them all up. Here's the pumpkin, which the pumpkin is wearing a witch hat, but the witch isn't wearing a witch hat. Makes no sense. The bodies, I'd say, are all the same. His is nice because it's just a black jumpsuit with some like sweet Nikes, some blue Nikes. She's kicking them brown Nikes. And then the Coveted, the favorite of everybody, the skeleton. This is the photo I have. I'm also wearing a pumpkin jumpsuit in the photo. It is not the white. It is an orange skeleton, black and orange. But I am wearing the original Dom Post skull mask that my father had. I believe my father still does have. Well, that's the other thing you're about to learn about these. The reason they're on the stand is, and granted this hasn't fallen or broken because I kind of have them leaning up back there, is the pumpkin's a little loose on the ankles. Not gonna lie. Pop that in there. He got them fresh blue kicks. He's actually on a shelf leaning against, yeah, see that? He's just moving on his own. He's a little loose on there. It's not the biggest deal. It's not a make or break type of thing. I love the fucking skeleton. NECA did a thing where it was these, and they just did a second one, I guess a second edition. Apparently it doesn't come with masks. I don't know. This one doesn't have it in there, but I'm just going to crack it open to show you. Like, there's magnets, enamel pin, shoelaces, but one of the things in there was this head. And before the figure came out, and it has a ball joint in there, that head is actually on my Figure Eye Standard Cell model kit because it fits on there. So I'll pop him off down someday too and give you a little show of him. I also airbrushed Cell Black and Orange. I have a Halloween Cell up there on the shelf. And then I'll pop in one more, which is the American Werewolf in London. Nightmare Demons. That was Ultimate Nightmare Demons. There's 3 different heads, so if you want them all, get 3 different heads. Or get 3 different, buy 3 of them. It's up to you. Didn't get the werewolf yet. I got to, but I've been on such a model kit thing. If you guys want to peep out my Instagram, if you're not following me on there, it's Yidnar Arts. It's actually my first name spelled backwards, YDNAR Arts at Instagram. I post a lot of shit up on there. Mostly it's model kits because I'm just constantly fucking building and stuff. Haven't been doing videos. Like I said, it's been about a month. So this is actually the second video. The stuff in the background, the model kits are from the video I just literally shot prior to this one. These guys were all off to the left in that video the whole time. But I love this fucking thing. I think it was maybe NECA back in the day. I think it was the Real Time, or was it Real, REEL Toys did it. There was a lot of crazy. There was Now Playing back in the day. There was Real Toys. Fucking Amok Times had a toy line where they did stuff. They were great toy lines. This is kind of NECA. Some of it is NECA. But pre-NECA where it is now, where there was wild stuff. There was, Amok did Tarman and the Killer Clowns, but you had, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason, which that's the only one that I can think of, other than the Sideshow that did that. There was Labyrinth, which that was like the first fucking time. Toxic Avenger, which I have down in there. Autograph, like I said, he's down in there. That's from, that might even be Amok Times. I don't know. I have to look at the back of him. There was, Legend Meg Mucklebone Knucklebones, whatever. They were some great shit. There's some Rocky Horror in there. Great fucking toy line. That was a beautiful time. And NECA's doing good. And you do have some other licenses, but when they first started, when they were doing those lines ran like fucking crazy. They ran so that NECA could walk today, even though some of it is NECA itself. In the beginning of NECA, if you will. And NECA's picking up more toy lines, of course, and more horror and, you know, Alien and Predator. They've always had their fucking dicks in because they just don't stop fucking making that shit. Freddy, it seems like they've kind of dialed back on. I had one of the Ultimate NECA Freddys, and I got rid of them. The only one I have up there is like I think it's Mezco Cinema of Fear. They did like a weird stylized vinyl line, which the Freddy has all white eyes. And I love them. It's the only Freddy that is in this house that I can think of other than the old knockoff, like curtain clinger that comes with a little skull in his hand. That's it. There's no other Freddys in this house. I also have the Jason over there. Cool stuff, man. It's crazy to be a toy collector for so long that you see these lines that a lot of people don't know about. And a lot of that older stuff is like coveted shit. It's not cheap to get. They even did part 2 of Texas Chainsaw that came with Bill Moseley's character Chop Top and Nubbins. Though that Nubbins is not articulated. And then NECA did Retrocloth 2-pack, which was Chop Top and Nubbins. I just want the Nubbins. I'm dying to get my hands on them. It's one of something I want the most. It's not the first horror movie memory I have. The first is Friday 13th Part 2 with Jason jump through the window at the end when he's just in his mongoloid, no sack on the head. That's my first horror movie memory ever. I've always watched Jason as a kid, so my parents didn't, you can't watch this. It didn't matter. We watched Tales from the Crypt while it was airing on TV, and we were young. But Texas Chainsaw, I always remember it. I always remember the scene. The only thing I remember out of Texas Chainsaw 2 as a kid, and I know a lot more about it now, I've watched it a dozen times, but the two things I remember as a kid was that scene in the back of the pickup, No One Lives Forever by Oingo Boingo playing, because the song just fucking creeped me out at the time. It played perfect with that. Those guitar riffs, it's great. And the only thing I remember from that too is at the end, the old "fuck you, Charlie," the grenade when he pulls out and throws it. Those are my only memories of that film. And then as I watched it when I was older, I'm like, yeah, it really is fucking good. But unfortunately, they're all NECA. I ain't putting any Negos in here. I'm gonna get on more. I have the giant Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have the regular Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have quite a few on that shelf, actually. Bride of Frankenstein, the Mask of Red Death. Up on the wall, unopened, I have the Headless Horseman, Christopher Lee Dracula. There's a couple other ones on there. I can't even think of everything that's on that shelf. But we're going to bring a guy in here for you guys because he has not been about for a while. The old Glizzy Squatch. My Bloody Valentine going to hold him. I'm saying that the kids aren't going to hold him. Let's see. We got to do it. Can they hold the dog or not? So Glizzy Squatch. Look at you, bro. You're like a goddamn bronze statue, chiseled out of marble from the gods themselves, just fucking chilling, angry with that fucking hot dog in his hand. I'm gonna say the kids are not gonna be able to hang a bun, but will the kids be able to hold the dog? That hand's looking dog worthy. Slide it right in there. Oh. He's doing whatever a kid wants to do with a hot dog. So we know all three of them can hold them because all three have the same exact fucking hands. So they're dog holding. Let's focus her in there. Autofocus is apparently off. That looks like a happy dude right there. About to chill on some fucking hot dogs. Pop you back on your little stand there. You little succulent son of a bitch. This and the witch are the only two. Him and the witch are the only ones that don't really give me too many problems. The ankle still, you can see I'm not really putting too much force on it. I'm not even touching the feet, just touching the upper half. You can tell he's doing that fucking Michael Jackson right now. Ooh, look at that. Lean on him, boy. The witch, he has the pumpkin has the weakest ankles, I must say. He's right behind, but I don't really deal with him a lot falling over. The pumpkin falls backwards, but he's falling into the shelf, so I'm not really concerned about it. He's not falling off the shelf and breaking. The witch has given me no problems whatsoever. So I really can't. Um, I saw it at Target once. I've seen it a bunch of times now, but I saw it way after the release, and I was like, I'm just never gonna find it. Don't really want to. I don't like hunting shit down on eBay and online unless it's something that I cannot buy in a store. Any NECA you see, for the most part, I can't think of the last NECA that I bought online, to be honest with you. One of them I bought from Best Buy. They had it in stock. What one was it? I think it was the Part 7 Jason I got from Best Buy. First appearance of Kane Hodder as Jason. That might be the only one I snagged off of line. Every other NECA, oh no, Jason Kills. I found him in store too. Yeah, every NECA I buy at a store is kind of fucking crazy. That I really don't do online buying for domestic toys. The only time I do online buying is for imports. My model kits, my Dragon Balls, my Evangelions, all that shit. Because you just can't get it in fucking stores. There is up here where I'm at. It's called Hammer Girl Anime. It's not where I'm at. It's by us. It's a drive. It's not. It's like a 20-minute drive, whatever. But that's just a fucking anime. It's just an import store of some wild shit. Hammer Girl's cool stuff. He does get the Eva frames in now and then. That's where all of my Eva frames have come from, actually. The last one I bought was Unit 2 from the fourth film, where that unit's all fucked up, and there's just a little bit of the red suit left. The rest of it's like a fucking just metal army tank looking city off the back type shit. But yeah, I do buy stuff from there. And there are some model kit stores up here. There's a Dan's Crafts, which has a really good model kit section. There's Performance, Hobbies. I'm in the Rochester, New York area, so once you hear these stores, if you know, you're gonna fucking know. It's no secret. If you don't, well, then now you do know. There is an abundance of places for me to go, but I'm still buying online because how else can I get my shit? But let's see if my boy Victor can throw down on that dog. Wait. That's just a happy boy and a hot dog right there, I'd say. Look at him. Truffy, weird, mongoloid hair just fucking flowing all over. Belt sander covered in blood in hand, and a hot dog in the other. Hot damn, as they say. But, my friends, it's good to be back. It's good to shoot 2 videos. I wasn't going to upload them both tonight. Probably won't. I might save this one for tomorrow. I'll upload the other one today, just so you guys can have a little stretch. It's been 4 weeks, so I really feel bad. I want to keep up on this, and every time I'm on here, I tell you guys, this is my passion, it's my hobby. It really is. Toy collecting is my passion. It is my hobby. Learning about the stuff is my passion. It's my hobby. So I'm going to keep making them for you guys. I will never let it get 4 weeks again. I'll say that. It was just probably in the winter, I'll be pumping out more because I'm not going to be going outside and doing stuff as much. And hopefully by then I have the storage unit emptied. This den won't be chaotic. And everything can be out and about, and I'll have it set the way I want it to be set. And maybe I'll do some contests. Once I hit a certain amount of subscribers and stuff, I might do a contest and buy a model kit and give it out for free. Why not? What the hell? Same thing on Instagram. I'm nearing 400, which isn't a lot in the terms, but for me, for just posting pictures of model kits and stuff, it's a big deal. I'm a new guy in the game. I'm not a seasoned professional. I'm a seasoned professional in my collecting and my knowledge of toys, but in this realm of social media bullshit, I am as new as they come. Still got the amniotic fluid zombie, if you know what I'm saying. So, time to shake them off. And what you don't want to hear, like everybody says, like, subscribe, share, comment. Fuck the other shit. Just comment. I want to talk to you guys. I think it's cooler to engage people. One of my favorite things about Instagram is when I post stuff. Even on Facebook, somebody messaged me the other day asking about stuff, which was kind of cool. I like to engage you guys. Hear what you think, what you're into, what you like. If you want me to review certain things that I have, or I can reasonably pick up to review, I'll do it. I'll do more in-depth reviews. Two, these are kind of just me cycling through my collection because I have so much shit that I can shoot one video a day with one figure and probably have about at least 2 years worth of content. But I don't want to do that. It's very grueling. It was my original plan for this, was to put one toy on the shelf and review that every single day for a year and see how much I had left. But that just fucking asinine. That's an adventure. I have a full-time job, and we own a home, and we have life outside of that, so that's a little tough. But hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. It's cool being back on camera. It's been a while. I really enjoy it. At first, it was nerve-wracking, but I'm getting more comfortable. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Shoot some shit with me. Maybe you can subscribe and like the stuff. It's up to you. Make sure you check out that Instagram, Yidnar Arts, YDNAR Arts on Instagram. I post a lot more on there than here because it's easier to post a picture, but check it out. You'll see a bunch of shit you don't necessarily see in videos or haven't yet. Eventually you will, but it's good to be back, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.